Have you ever wanted to be a supervillain? Of course you have. It's time to build your lair, train your minions, and defend your criminal operations from the forces of justice, as you take control of a villain hell-bent on world domination in a direct sequel to the 2004 cult classic Evil Genius. But before you minions go about your day, don't forget to like this video if you find it useful, subscribe for more videos, and pre-order the game on Fanatical.com now. Releasing on March the 30th, your goal will be to achieve total global domination by creating the ultimate doomsday device in your island paradise lair. You will fill this lair with training facilities for your minions and of course dangerous traps to beat them annoying do-gooders. But before you do that, you'll have a difficult decision to make. Which evil genius will you be? You'll be able to pick from 4 options, including the monocled Maximilian from the original game, or you can choose to play as Red Ivan, who will rule the minions with an iron fist. He does this with a Do It Now ability, which makes all minions around the tyrannical leader more productive. In the game, every evil genius will have different storylines and specialities, so no two will be the same. Maybe with one of these you'll even get that $1 million. Oops, wrong evil villain. Anyway, moving on. There's a lot of building needed in Evil Genius 2, as let's be honest, becoming the leader of the world isn't an easy task. However, like all good evil plots, you will need to have a cover. That's where your casino comes in. Located on an island and right above your lair, the casino acts as a front for all your world domination schemes. And it will also provide a vital source of income, but its main job is to keep the forces of justice from poking around too much. Therefore, keeping your customers happy with blackjack tables and cabarets, whilst your laser guarded plans continue, is important to maintain your cover. As for the actual lair building, it's safe to say fans of Sega's 2-point hospital mechanics will be very happy. The game has the same over-the-top wacky theme, with boxing glove traps being part of the appeal. And within Evil Genius 2 you'll have to work on your power, make sure that your minions have places to train, and keep your area secure from unsuspecting members of the public and nosy agents alike. All whilst having a solid base, full of research centres, weapon building facilities, and everyone's favourite, meeting rooms. But there's no virtual working in this business. It's a difficult balance that makes the game challengingly fun, but one you'll have to get right to make sure your plans are working to their full potential. The planning of your base is important, with corridors and expanding your base needing to be considered, else your minions will spend too much time walking around and not enough time being evil. Training your minions will be a key part of your evil plans, with each having an archetype being muscle, deception, or science. These will determine the minions' jobs, such as muscle creating guards, whereas deception will lead to your minions working in your casino to keep your illusion alive. And if you're more of a progressive genius, then you can put your effort into training scientists, who will research new traps and weapons to keep your lair running and improving. All of these minions also have traits, which will help or hinder your goal for world domination. For example, an unsuspecting minion may not recognise a spy within your ranks. Minions aren't the only way to make your schemes into reality. Henchmen are your right hand men or women as you aim to conquer the globe. These are specialists in their areas and have unique skills that make them more effective than your minions. Of course, in typical Evil Genius fashion, these are over the top and devastatingly powerful allies, so recruiting the right henchmen can elevate your plan to the next level and stop the forces of justice from even touching your lair. Your evil schemes don't just start with world domination, with over-the-top objectives that can help your cause playing a part in the game. These will include selling the British royal family, kidnapping the governor of Maine, and quite literally baking Alaska. Now that last one sounds delicious. Objectives can be unlocked by what you do to your lair, who you attack, and much more. Whilst every game may be unpredictable based on how you play, you'll be sure to cause carnage and mischief. As a villain, you won't just be recruiting and destroying, you're sure to attract enemies, and the forces of justice is determined to bring your plot to an end. They'll attempt to ruin your lovely base by storming it with their forces. This means you'll have to build traps, arm your minions, and fight back to keep the do-gooders at bay and your evil plan in motion. The best part is that any pesky foreign agent that makes it into your base can be captured, tortured, and exterminated in a variety of ways, just the way we like it. You won't just be battling against the forces of justice. Crime lords are scattered across the world, As you explore the map, you'll find adversaries who have their own criminal empires. Like you, they're hell-bent on conquering the world, and must be stopped as the world only has room for one evil genius. And that, my friend, is you. Each crime lord has their own side story featuring 3 separate objectives. These are significant optional missions that will take you a decent amount of time to complete. And once you've beat them, it will be up to you to decide which of these crime lords you want to coerce with to help you on your path to world domination, and which you decide to, well, shall we say, do away with. In the game, a crime lord isn't going to bother you unless you're active in their territory, however Full Metal Jackie may. She's an unknown Australian Air Force veteran who arms the crime lords of the world, and you'll have missions where you'll pose as a buyer. But she's a crafty one, and she knows your doomsday device will fetch a handsome sum. Though if you want to take that risk, she's a deadly ally who can be recruited as a henchman, and armed with a rocket launcher and abilities that result in a ton of damage, she's sure to pack a punch. Too evil for your own good? The sandbox mode lets you embrace your ultimate villain with unlimited potential. Like with most sandbox rules in gaming, there's a lack of rules. There is an evil genius, should you follow the rules anyway? And of course, there's no endgame. If you've finished the campaign, then sandbox is a great way to experiment with different strategies, set yourself challenges, and just have fun. Thanks for watching. Are you excited to get your hands on Evil Genius 2? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to pre-order the game at fanatical.com. That's it for now. Objective complete, minions.